Daily Horoscope, the 25th of September 2017. Aries. If you live as a couple, you will be envious. Especially since you break with your habits of discretion, letting your happiness explode in broad daylight. Intimate, you will be ardent and passionate. Single, Venus in splendid aspect reserves you an exceptional event today, passion violent, irrational, uncontrollable, and yet solid, happy. Everything will happen as if one were to meet his double, his alter ego, as if one were touching a port, whatever his age and social condition. This turbulence of Jupiter is likely to cause fairly significant professional problems. It will be necessary to play the card of the prudence and the defense during all this day, waiting for better days. Taurus. Be constantly listening to your partner, to avoid any dissonance. The other will appreciate your efforts. You will experience together exquisite moments of complicity and sensuality. Bachelor, the planet Saturn will look badly. Result, you will want to play the pretty hearts, but you will reap only meager success. So, try not to take your desires for realities. This should save you a lot of totally unnecessary disappointments. With Saturn in this aspect, you will not have any serious difficulty to fear in your work, but rather a whole series of small delays and setbacks. You will have the impression at the moment that the little devil is trying to complicate your life, which will prodigiously annoy you. Gemini. A day of fruitful reflection for singles who plan to found a home. It could very well mark the culmination of everything that has been prepared, built or straightened up until now. For some time you have played the card of marital security. No follies. In the end, it was not too bad. And you will strive to maintain that climate of stability that you have managed to create in your couple. The events will be professionally friendly. Nevertheless, you will need to intensify your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Cancer. Beautiful day on the conjugal plane. You will have deep satisfactions, and your dearest wishes will have a good chance of being answered. For some natives of the third decan, however, the couple relationships will be subjected to some tensions. Unmarried, an encounter, unexpectedly occurring, could take a very interesting turn. Indeed, this day will be excessively conducive to reconciliations and projects for the future. You will probably suffer a failure, a case will pass you under the nose, when you thought it was done. Do not make a drama. To console your wounded pride, know that it is impossible for anyone to win every time. Leo. Singles will be more sensitive to a certain erotic climate. In any case, you will feel the desire to experience new experiences, especially if you have a relationship with someone you have recently known. With your spouse or partner, you will experience a deep and secret complicity, both psychic, intellectual and physical, that will strengthen your bonds. You will enjoy a good current of luck in your work, especially if you belong to the first decan. Take advantage of it to expand your business or to make contacts that would open you interesting doors. Administrative or other competitions can help you develop your ambitions if you know how to remain objective, without letting yourself go into mood crises. Virgin. If you are currently alone, the astral influx of the day will cause the encounter, the stroke of madness, the immediate interest for the being that will be in front of you. If you are not alone, these same influxes will favor the unexpected return of the loved one, a rapprochement, an unexpected renewal of your conjugal relations. Energy, you will have to resell. You will want to achieve your goals very quickly. It will certainly not be good to seek to put you in the wheels because you could become naughty. You will achieve a very good professional performance. Libra. Your conjugal life will be the best in the world. You will present yourself to your partner in eternal betrothed, breaking habits and routine, and multiplying attentions. It will be if you understood that in love, there is no more frightful disaster than the death of the imagination. George Meredith. Bachelor, do not mix business and feelings, such a mixture may be explosive. Also, beware of your dithering, which can suddenly cause you to change your attitude, to the point of disorienting and destabilizing your partners. Day of renewal in the professional field. You will have original ideas likely to make you progress quickly, It is up to you to put them into practice without letting you get away from your goal. For some natives, internships or recycling opportunities can be quite advantageous. They will enable them to deepen their knowledge and improve their situation in order to obtain working conditions that are better suited to them. Scorpio. Venus, the goddess of love, will especially support the bachelors, will favor the meetings and the favorites. If you are married, she will put animation into your loves. For most native couples, there will be a renewal of sensuality and complicity. But some couples will have trouble avoiding disputes which, fortunately, will usually end with a reconciliation on the pillow. You will be in full euphoria, feeling that your dearest project will succeed. Be careful, however, not to be overly optimistic. You might encounter an obstacle whose importance you have not sufficiently measured. If you stay focused and vigilant, you will achieve a brilliant success. Sagittarius. You should make a decisive love encounter that day. You will have a lot of affinities, something in common with this person. Together, you will soon make plans for the future. You would be able to solve for good your problem of loneliness, problem of which you began to feel the weight unbearable. Your conjugal life will have the blessing of the planets. The time will not be for the great upheavals in your work. Saturn is indeed a stable planet, which makes it possible to consolidate a situation rather than to modify everything. As Saturn will form harmonic aspects, you will have nothing to fear. Capricorn. The action of Mercury on the conjugal domain will be strong and multiple. It could also do the same in some native couples but who aspire to more freedom and independence. In many young homes, there will be talk of activating a new birth, as this astral aspect will strengthen the love of children and the desire to surround themselves with little blonde heads. For many native bachelors, adventures considered initially superficial, without tomorrow, could take an unimaginable magnitude and even lead to a happy marriage. If you are not satisfied with your current professional situation, try to see if it is possible to find better elsewhere. Feel free to undertake a trip or to request an interview. This could cause a radical and happy modification of the data. Knows that mobility is sometimes the condition for success. Aquarius. In your relationships, the unexpected will give way to monotony thanks to the complicity of Venus. You will have very stimulating relationships with each other. You will have a lively discussion, but neither you nor your partner will think of complaining about it because at least there will be movement in your life together, which has been missing for months. Finally, you can engage in a real dialogue. The loves of the bachelors will also have the favor of Venus. You will only co-opt one place, today as on other days, the first. Your colleagues will have to stand well and not get in your way, at the risk of being mistreated somewhat. Pisces. Counsel of Saturn to native couples: react against the tendency to conceal things or to escape responsibilities in the conjugal domain. It is better to encounter a categorical refusal by engaging in dialogue than to keep the illusion that things will always work out as best they can. Bachelor, you could succumb to a very big blow of heart. But it will not be a flash of straw at all. Soon, you cannot do without that person. Saturn will introduce a great selectivity in the projects. It will be particularly valuable for students in choosing their guidance. Generally speaking, it will provide a more realistic and precise view of the means available to carry out its objectives without misleading into chimerical ideas.